Mesmerizing performance indeed.
We are honored to have amongst us an inspiring leader, Mr. Harish Pandey, First Secretary, Education and Culture, Embassy of India to the State of Qatar. Sir, your journey in service and leadership stands as a beacon for our young council members today. With great respect and anticipation, we now invite our chief guest to share a few words of wisdom and encouragement. So,
Sir,
please.
Sir, we are honored to hear from you.
Okay, yeah. Like very good compares, they switch off the mic so that there's no noise and you don't get heard when you don't intend to get heard. So good job again. So very good afternoon, Madam Principal, Harif Sanjani Saab, Mr. Varghese, and all the teachers here and all my dear students. Very good afternoon to all of you, especially hearty congratulations to all the dear students who have been, nominated, selected as head boy, head girl, and heads of those various wings and house prefects. All of you, it's a good opportunity to show leadership and to develop qualities in you which will hold you in good stead in future. So take this opportunity very seriously, not too seriously, because then you will lose friends in your class, but serious enough that you make a positive and a joyful impact in the life of yourself and your colleagues and your classmates. So do some research, somebody is about those words, what they really mean: loyalty, peace, integrity. So just understand what your house stands for and try to do activities, get people involved more and more so that everyone feels special. That's what life is about, making people feel special. Isn't that, what is Facebook? They make you feel special. You can post your pictures there. Instagram, you can post your videos and stuff there. Why? Because when people give you likes, you feel special, isn't it? Anyway, so I started with that because there are just two small things I want to tell here, especially also to the teachers, because this is where the formative years of a member of society is made. It's in schools. So to have a positive impact in their lives, you work day in, day out for ensuring that your child is the child who faces exams and then faces the real life after they pass out from the school. They are well prepared to face those challenges. Life is not rosy. You guys, especially children, we may be thinking ki, once we grow up, life will be really awesome and we'll go places, we will do night outs and our parents won't be yelling at us. We'll watch as much movies or games we can play as we want. Believe me, I was that kid when I was growing up, and it's not like that. See, when I was your age, my biggest thing, the thing I was loved most to do was to play video games, which is, I think, the same thing. So nothing has changed. But then when I grew up, at this age, I still want to play the video game, but I don't have time. Okay. And even if I have time, if I play the video game, I am worried what will others think कि इतना बड़ा आदमी video game खेल रहा है, isn't it? So you end up doing other things in life. You will have to graduate from playing video games. Again, I stress on video games again because this is what I want to say. See, when we were growing up, and when your teachers were growing up, you can ask them also. The best things in life were when we actually met people. We met neighbors. We met neighbors के relatives जो कभी कभी उनके घर whenever they would come to their houses. We had long-lasting friendships. Have you ever written a letter to a friend? Anyone can raise their hand up. Anyone who has written a letter in hand, not typed, written a letter. It does not have to be a love letter. Okay, very few. Believe me, when we were studying, all of us would have raised our hands. So enjoy. See, that facility is still there. You have paper, you have pen, you have the post, and you have friends, right? So try writing a letter, because all it is going to do to you, apart from the fact that making you a friend, it is going to give you an opportunity and practice to bring thoughts into coherent words. Okay, and that is 90% of adult life. Telling people what you feel is adult life. You say, we do this even when we are kids. But then when you are kids, what you tell people does not have that kind of an impact on your life. Because we all know we are kids. We are not supposed to be serious. We are not supposed to tell the right things to people. But that's not the case when you grow up. When you grow up, you can make less mistakes. You don't have the chances of making mistakes. So make as many mistakes as you can right now. Not deliberately. Try. When you try things, some things will go wrong, some things will hit, and then whatever goes wrong teaches you, whatever hits, whatever you are successful at, makes you. They all say, failures are the stepping stones for success. But then what are success then? Are successes not relevant? No. Success is what makes you. If failures are staircases, success is you. So it's very important to be successful. So the second message I'll give you again is about success. When we were growing up, my favorite teacher was a biology teacher. She used to teach us biology and chemistry. So you might be saying ki this guy was boring right from childhood. His favorite subject and teacher is biology and chemistry. Come on. But really, I'll tell you, this teacher had this one particular line to tell us. 7 years of hard work, 70 years of joy. 7 years of enjoying, 70 years of hard work. I hope some people got it. At least people of my age are getting it. Because if those children who are in class 10, this is for those kids. From class 10, you count 7 years of education. Either it's your engineering, or it's your MBBS, or it's your graduation in any subject like commerce, arts, geography. If you work very hard for these 7 years, avoid those pleasures in life which distract you from studies. Then when you are a graduate, you will have a job in hand. If you want to start a business, you will have the skills, pedigree and knowledge in hand. And for 70 years after that, you will have a comfortable life. But if these 7 years you spend getting distracted from the important things of education, whatever education you're doing, when you reach 21, 22, whatever the age when you graduate, you'll realize that 70 years are a pain. So, as logical, you're all taught logic, right? Arithmetic and logic when you are in school. So, as logical individuals, which one do you want? These 7 years of fun or those 70 years of fun? So, keep this in mind. I'm sure your teachers also will be telling you something very similar. But this was one thing which stuck to my mind very hard. And believe me, .7th year when I turned 21, I started working and I was independent from my parents from that day. It is 18 years since then, but I have thankfully stayed independent, and I don't have to worry really about the basic things in life. So that only came because I took that particular 7-year advice very carefully. After 21, believe me, after those 7 years, I have never entered a school. I have never studied. But those 7 years, I took my teacher's advice to heart and it helped me. Believe me, it still works. The world is still the same. So these are the just two things I would tell you. And general advice, please read as much as you can. Some of you want to become IAS officers, IPS officers, some of you want to become businessmen, some of you want to work in a very, at a very high level like a rocket scientist or a nuclear physicist or do pure research. All of that requires reading. And not just reading your subject, but also reading relevant stuff. Keep abreast of the news, keep abreast of what's happening in the world. We were talking about, you must be watching the news. I hope you're watching the news, what's happening in India. So very safe here in Doha. Things are not like that in India. Delhi airport is closed. A lot of airports are closed. Things are in a flux there. A lot of issues going on. So know these things. Understand how it impacts our country. Understand how it impacts you. For all that, you need to read. We were the curse of the librarian because whenever a librarian would be in the library, we would rush. We were a gang of 6, 7. We would rush and we would haggle her for more than 1, 2 books. We had very strict rules regarding books at that time. I hope they are not, you guys have much better access because you have mobile phones, you have tabs. When we were growing, the only source of knowledge we had was those books. Either way, whatever is your medium, please read. Reading helps. It makes you better individuals and it will help you perform better academically also. Thank you. I'll not take much time. I've already taken much time, so I won't take any more time. Thank you. Best of luck. Best of luck to all the teachers. I hope you are going to make the careers and lives of so many countless children. I envy your job. My dream job was to be a professor because it was only 3 days a week. But otherwise, either way, you have the work of God in your hands. So may God show you the right way, and may God lighten up all your minds, make you see the right path forward. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational words and for reminding us that true leadership is born of humility, courage, and commitment.
Now it is my honor to invite a visionary leader and the guiding force behind our school's progress, our respected school director, Mr. Sunny Varghese, with his unwavering dedication to the excellence in education and his inspiring leadership. He continues to shape the future of our institution. Sir, we request you to kindly grace this stage and address the gathering.
Mr. Harish Pandey, who just left, Principal Ma'am, Vice Principals, Headmistress, teachers, wonderful parents, and amazing children. You might have heard Aarti was describing what was or what is leadership. Anyone remembers? No, it's okay. She said one thing, leadership is not something. She said leadership is not a title. Leadership is not a rank. We have heard President so-and-so, Prime Minister so-and-so, Principal so-and-so, Doctor so-and-so, Advocate so-and-so, Chartered Accountant so-and-so. Have you ever heard leader so-and-so? Because leadership is not a title or a rank. Then what it is? Then what is leadership? Leadership is a responsibility. It's a service. Today we have gathered here to accept, acknowledge, and reward these young leaders with the leadership pins, leadership badge. At this young age, they are so lucky that they were acknowledged and picked up from other schools, from other students. In our lives, we come across some people, some events, and in some cases, we don't even know who they are behind our success. I remember a story, a person called Charles Plum, an American naval pilot, very successful naval pilot. During that wartime, his ship was near Vietnam, when the America-Vietnam War was going on. Very successful pilot, he took off about 40 sorties successfully and returned. After 4 years, he was shot. Aircraft was shot. But luckily, he was alive. He was caught. He was tortured in jail for 6 years. Then he was going around the world explaining about his experience. Once in a small village, he was sitting having coffee with his wife. One elderly person came to him and said, "You are pilot Charles Plum, right?" He said, "Yes." "So you are the famous pilot who took off from Kitty Hawk aircraft carrier?" "Yes." "You were shot, you were tortured and jailed for 6 years." He said, "How do you know all these things?" He said, "Sir, every time we took off from the aircraft, I was the one sitting in some corner of the ship who was folding your parachute to make sure that when parachute is used, it doesn't get entangled." He was very careful about folding it, keeping the string straight. He said, "I'm so glad I did my job well." Charles Plum never realized that all these years when he took off, his life was in the hands of that old man sitting in some corner of the ship. My dear friends, in our lives also, there are occasions, there are people who are successfully behind us to lift us to what we are. Once I asked a crowd, name some successful people. They said Warren Buffett, Yusuf Ali, then all the rich people, Adani, Advani. But nobody said their own name. Every one of you sitting here is a successful person. You are highly qualified. You are all having jobs in good companies. You are having good, expensive cars. Your children studying in the best school in Qatar, paying fees, and still you don't believe you are successful? We are all successful in a way. If you think from that perspective, nothing to worry about. And these children, this is the first step of your leadership journey. Leadership, as I said, is a responsibility. Your job is not to pick the mistakes of the your friends. Your job is to find the goodness in others, lift them to a higher level. That's what you are meant for. This first journey in your life as a leader, you will be great leaders because you are in the best school, the best hands of everybody. Wish you all the best and God bless you.
Thank you, sir, for reminding us that with great power comes even greater responsibility. A leader's voice is not raised in command, but lifted in unity.
We now invite the head boy, followed by the head girl of the Junior Student Council and the head boy and head girl of the Senior Student Council to share their reflections and pledge their commitment on behalf of the entire council.
Let's welcome these leaders with a huge round of applause.
Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Good morning, respected teacher, principal, HM, chief guest, coordinators, and my dear friends. I am Sonojit, and I'm delighted to be appointed the head boy of middle school for the academic year 2025-26. I have grown and excelled as a Monarchian. It is both an honor and a privilege to be appointed to this role. I would like to thank our teachers for their continued support and motivation. I'm also thankful for the jury members who elected me as the head boy. I am excited and honored to serve the school. I promise to dedicate myself fully to this role, uphold the values of our school, and fulfill your expectations with sincerity and passion. I understand the responsibilities of this role, and I will do my best to lead it. My goal is to foster a sense of cooperation where every student feels heard and valued. I will work hard to represent everyone's voice and contribute positively to our school. Thank you once again for this incredible opportunity. I am privileged to get started and serve you all with commitment and enthusiasm. Thank you.
To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. Honorable guests, respected Principal Ma'am, Vice Principal, Headmistress and Headmaster Sir, beloved teachers, coordinators, parents, and my dear friends, a very good afternoon to one and all present here. The fact that you're attending this event shows your ongoing encouragement and support of our achievements. I cannot describe the happiness, pride and honor I am feeling today as I, Haifa Nazar, stand before you as the head girl of DPS Monarch International School. Being a head girl doesn't mean that you're the most intelligent, most brave, most confident, or indeed the most well-known person in school. Being a head girl means you're willing to take responsibility for your actions. This would also mean that you would play a key role in the school community, which is a responsibility that I am willing to take, and I'm excited to do so. I promise you all that I will do my duties and responsibilities with sincerity and honesty to the best of my ability. To the Honorable Chief Guest, respected Principal, Vice Principal, Headmaster, coordinators, and teachers, thank you so much for this opportunity. Your leadership and confidence is what inspires each and every Monarchian to follow their dreams and achieve great heights. To my parents, thank you for instilling me with all the core values of life and for teaching me compassion and kindness, patience, and for giving me the strength and confidence that I needed to be here. To the housekeeping, security, and every other staff member, thank you all for making me love this school in every way possible. And to each and every Monarchian, thank you so much for your friendship and support. Every friendship, every memory makes life magical. Thank you.
A leader is not one who brings change. Rather, he is the one to direct those who can. Good afternoon to one and all present here. It is an absolute honor to stand before you as the head boy of DPS Monarch International School. Every time I reflect on this role, my heart is filled with gratitude. I am deeply grateful to the respected dignitaries, principal, vice principal for recognizing my potential, to our coordinators for always helping me stay grounded and balanced, to my teachers for sharing their wisdom and knowledge, and my fellow Monarchians who have constantly reminded me about how valuable I am and never forgot to annoy me at the worst times possible. Most importantly, I thank my parents who are the foundation of my values and growth. A few months ago, I came across an article talking about the world's current crisis, the rise of AI, global conflict, climate change, political unrest, whatnot. It all felt just so overwhelming. But then, within the walls of this very building, through our school's student-led empowerment and leadership programs, I saw the most efficient solution to climate change through wasteland revival. Our tech-savvy peers built futuristic ideas that fostered innovation in a way I could never imagine. Not to forget the diplomatic intellectuals sitting in this hall who addressed global issues with such proficiency that they could end disputes with the snap of a finger. All this proved to me that every Monarchian has what it takes to lead the world. Right here in this very hall, on behalf of every Monarchian, I say we are the future tech leaders, policy makers, visionaries, and the change makers of tomorrow. Which is why, for the academic year 2025 to 2026, as the head boy of the Senior Student Council, I want all of us to come together as one powerful yet inclusive family, where every student's voice is heard, every vision nurtured, no one left behind. No matter where we come from or what our past, we are Monarchians. We find solutions, not excuses. Together, we will carry the legacy of our school and establish righteousness, proving to the world who we are and why we're here. Monarchians, let the goal be set. This is redefinition. This is DPS Monarch. Thank you everyone and have a nice day.
Good afternoon to our respected dignitaries, principal, vice principal, coordinators, teachers, and my amazing fellow Monarchians. Today, as I stand before you all as the head girl of this incredible institution, I'm filled with gratitude and purpose. This isn't just a title for me, it's a dream come true. There were days I wondered if this moment would ever come. But every class I attended, every competition I joined, and every challenge I faced kept whispering me, keep going, your time will definitely come. And here it is. To our school leadership, thank you for believing in me. You have created a space where students don't just learn, they lead. To my parents, you're my strength and my guiding light. Your belief in me fuels everything I do. To my fellow Monarchians, you are the heartbeat of the school. Juniors, you have the whole world ahead of you. Fall, get up, grow. This school is not just where you learn lessons, but where you learn who you are. My batchmates, this is our final chapter together. Let's write it with courage, compassion, and unforgettable memories. Let's lead by example. And of course, the newly elected Student Council, heartiest congratulations. As your head girl, I don't come with all the answers, but I come with all my heart. My vision is simple yet powerful. Let's shift from just following rules to understanding why we follow them. From competing to lifting each other up. From just existing to truly belonging. I want to be a head girl who listens deeply and inspires you to believe in your own voice because it matters. You matter. So here's my promise. I will give my best, not just for the title, but for you. Let's leave behind a legacy we all can be proud of. Together we rise, together we shine, together we lead. Thank you.
Thank you, leaders. Your words carry the strength of sincerity and promise of action.
Now, we would like to express our sincere thanks to our chief guest and special guest who accepted our invitation and managed to grace this occasion. Our warmest thanks to the key functionaries, academic and activity coordinators, head of all the departments, teachers, school facility department, admin staff, and all support staff for the continuous guidance and support.
Thank you, dear parents and all the Monarchians, for your presence and support on this auspicious occasion. With this, we have come to the end of this program. Today, we have not only won sashes, but accepted promises. We have not only taken oaths, but embraced purpose.
To the newly elected council, wear your responsibility with pride, lead with example, and let your actions inspire those who follow.
Thank you for being part of the celebration of trust, transformation, and triumph. Let us continue the year ahead, shoulder to shoulder. One team, one dream.